a lot of names in baseball that are synonymous with the game. Yet relatively few of them, I think, are players who truly lived and breathed the game. And I think few people would argue that Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, was one of those players. You see it in a lot of different fields and disciplines where once in a while someone will come along that is so disproportionately gifted in that one thing that they can barely manage the other aspects of their life. And that one thing is all the greater for it. Pete Rose doesn't do himself any favors, that's for sure. There's no denying that he's one of the game's all-time greats, and he is inexorably linked to the game. I think it's certainly clear to people on the outside, if not to Pete Rose himself, that there are some issues in his life. I think he allowed or even willed himself to be so baseball that he just allowed the rest of his life to spiral out of control. You know, addiction's a powerful thing. It's easy for it to take hold, and it can be incredibly hard for it to let go. The Pete Rose Hall of Fame debate seems to rage pretty well unchanged. The same set of people who think he's never going to get in versus the same set of people who think he's going to get in. There's a pretty distinct difference, in my opinion, as to whether he should be in versus whether he will get in. I believe that he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not convinced that he ever will be. I also think that Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in the Hall of Fame. And he's had how long now? It still isn't in? Take a moment now and imagine Pete Rose or someone like him, so determined and gifted at one particular thing that everything else in their life takes a back seat and possibly spirals completely out of control. And now, take away that one thing that they have that love for, that drive, that passion. What happens to them? Probably nothing good. So in that way, I think you could say that baseball saved Pete Rose. Even if Pete Rose never gets into the Baseball Hall of Fame, baseball should be in the Pete Rose Hall of Fame. All that rambling to say, here's Charlie Hustle's 1963 Topps rookie card. This, obviously, is a huge pickup. And you know me, it's a low technical grade. But in my opinion, very, very presentable. The corners are nice. The edges, especially around the blue, are pretty nice. The print quality is great. And I had this card for about a week before I noticed that there is, in the right light, a slight wrinkle down here. And I guess that's the reason it got a 3 instead of a, 4 or 5. This is my first eBay purchase to go through their authenticity guarantee program. That was interesting. I had no interest really in having it go through that, but of course didn't have a choice. I was messaging with Dylan from Double D Vintage. He had a funny saying that I had never heard before. We were talking about the sickening feeling in the pit of your stomach after you pull the trigger on a big card. And he referred to it as the cardboard hangover. And I thought that was great. Man, I still can't believe I have it. So there's the big pickup of the video out of the way. So over the past couple months, I've made a visit to the LCS, got some eBay pickups, and went to a big card show in Nashville with my two boys. We stayed up there for the weekend and went for 2 of the days and had a great time. Looked at some cool cards that we could never in a million years afford. Picked up a few that we could. And got some packs of cards to open up at the hotel room. So I think I'll show off some of the pickups from the show first, now that we got the big eBay one out of the way. First day I was at the show, I just got 2 cards. And I got them from the same seller, made an offer on both together. And one of them I've been after for a while, the 62 Topps Lou Brock. And the other was a card that I knew I wanted to have someday, but wasn't planning on getting it anytime soon. The 58 Topps Roger Maris rookie card. The Maris is a beauty. Just great color, great print quality. Great centering, just overall great eye appeal. I think you can see the reason it got a 1.5, the creases along the middle there. Strangely enough, they do not go into the back. And the Brock is just a nice off-center card with a 3. Sorry about the glare. So, another 60s Hall of Fame rookie crossed off the list. And the first day I was there, I was looking for 2018 Topps Chrome Pink Refractors of Ohtani. And also sort of Juan Soto. The Sotos are a lot more expensive, but if I found the right deal on it, I was ready to consider it. I figured I'd go around and look the first day, and any that were still left by the time we were ready to leave on the last day, I'd try to work out a deal, make some offers. And I found a Soto that I just wasn't going to be able to afford. Well, I guess I could have got it. I just wasn't going to pay that much money for really any modern card. But I did find an Ohtani Pink Refractor that seemed like a good candidate. Price seemed pretty good already, and figured maybe I could talk him down a little bit if it was still there by the end of the show. So, second day, went back, and I spent a bunch of time digging through some boxes of vintage and looking through some bargain bins. And I ended up with another couple of 60s Hall of Fame rookie cards. Got the 65 Topps Steve Carlton. Come on, focus. And it's a fairly rough copy, but presentable enough for me. The lighting in the show was just terrible. I feel like I overpaid a little bit for this one because I didn't realize exactly how bad it was until I got it home. Lesson learned on my part. And then a 65 Tony Perez. I had this one already, but believe it or not, this one's an upgrade. My other one was even worse. And I somehow did not have the 81 Topps Fernando Valenzuela and also Mike Scioscia. So I picked that up from one of the bargain bins there. And I managed to find a beat up Ernie Banks 69 tops that is really, really rough. I love it. I mean, it's one of the worst I've seen. And then a couple of nice mid-grade vintage pickups. I got a better copy of the 71 tops Thurman Munson than I already had. Absolutely love this card, and my other copy of it was fairly worn and had a couple creases in it. This one really is good. Centering could be a little better, but for a 71, I like that a lot. And, of course, 75 tops Hank Aaron. This is his second to last tops card. Sorry again about the glare. Lighting in here is not good for doing this. These plastic sleeves don't help. So before we left the show on the first day, I looked around for some 2020 Topps Chrome to open up, because I was still working on completing the set. And I really wanted to find a bunch of blaster boxes that I could just make a deal on an armload of them and get a good price per box, and give us something to do at the hotel that evening after dinner. Open up some packs. The boys bought a bunch of Pokemon to open. I figured we should have some baseball too. And I actually ended up getting 2 hobby boxes. I couldn't find, well, I mean, I found retail, but I didn't find anyone with enough of it that I really had any leverage for, making a low offer on a whole bunch of it. So I found this one guy with a couple of hobby boxes of it. He had a just table full of unopened stuff. And the hobby boxes aren't great for set building just because you don't get a lot of base cards for your money, but you do a little better with the colored parallels, and of course you got a couple autographs. So I made him a lowball offer on both, and he really thought about it for a while, but he eventually accepted. I'll spare you most of that, but I'll show you the autographs at least that I got. This guy I've never heard of before. I don't know if it's Jemai or Jamie Jones, however you say it. And this is Bo Burrows, who I've heard of but don't know anything about. And Jonah Heim. We'll talk about this card in a minute here. The real good auto that I got was a Shane McClanahan. It's an Aqua Refractor. It's out of 199. And I have completed the 2020 Topps Chrome set now. I still have a few cards to pick up for the update set though. So, LCS pickups. Took one trip to the LCS since my last video, and let me dig out the bargain bin finds here. So I got the last Will Clark rookie I needed, the 87 Topps. And I love a Hall of Fame minor league card. It's the 92 Classic Mike Piazza. And it's a pretty good bargain bin find, I thought. 94 Upper Deck Collector's Choice A-Rod rookie. And another great bargain bin find. 2001 Fleer Platinum Ichiro. And Trey Turner, first Bowman. I like Trey Turner. And I didn't have Tommy Edmonds' rookie card yet, so I picked that up for, I don't know, what were the cards in there, $1. It's from the update set. And these are not from the bargain bin. I found 2 of the 3 '83 Donruss Hall of Fame rookie cards. If they had the Wade Boggs, I would have bought it too. And this one I can't believe that I didn't have until now, but the '89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, of course. Had 2 of them there, and they were really, really similar. The other one had slightly better centering, but I went for this one because the other one had chipping in the hologram that I didn't like. And the rest of my eBay pickups. When we got home from the card show, I was bummed that I missed out on the Ohtani Pink Refractor. I guess I didn't mention it yet, but that second day at the card show, the Ohtani Pink Refractor was nowhere to be found, that I was thinking of working out a deal for. So I got to looking on eBay, and I found a couple of deals that I couldn't resist. They're from separate listings, separate sellers. They're both from Chrome Update. So I got his regular rookie from that set and the rookie debut. And he seems to be one of the rare instances, maybe the only instance, where the rookie debut value holds up really well against the regular rookie. I think people love the batting pose. So I thought that was cool to have my favorite modern card design in my favorite parallel, the Pink Refractors of one of my favorite players, showing both of the things that he can do. Well, 2 of the 974 things he can do. And going back old school and completely different sport, got a couple more cards from my Hall of Fame cricket collection. They're both from 1930, and they're both Stan McCabe. This first one is probably a little more interesting, so I'll show you this one first. This is the 1930 John Player and Sons. So, fairly common set. You see these all over the place. This one is the 1930 Giant Licorice, Giant being the brand. And don't see a whole lot of these around, and certainly don't see a whole lot of the more desirable players, such as Mr. McCabe here. I bought this one even though it's in real rough condition. It's got this white stuff around the edges like it was maybe glued into an oval cutout or something. I don't know. I was happy to have this even in rough shape, just because I've never seen another one for sale, so now I have it. If I find a better condition one for a decent price at some point, I'll happily replace it. But I love these old dark bordered, or in this case the entire background is dark, cards. Something about them, I really like the aesthetic. Here's a neat oddball one. This is, let me see if I can get this to focus closer up here. This is 1984 Fun Foods button of Don Mattingly. It's a neat rookie year artifact, Donnie Baseball. And another Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card that I did not have, the 1989 Classic. And how about a 1995 Bowman, Vladimir Guerrero, Sr. He's got 2 rookie cards as far as I know, this one and the Bowman's Best. I like both of them and was happy to get whichever one came up for the right price first, and it was this one. Next up are some really ultra-modern cards. So beginning of the season, there were a couple of guys in particular that I was researching their rookie cards because they were off to a real hot start. Owen Miller and Jonah Heim. The interesting thing about both of them is that their only Chrome rookie cards were in more difficult to find parallels. In Owen Miller's case, his only Chrome rookie card seems to be the 2021 Topps Chrome Update Sapphire. He probably also has an autograph in this set. When I say only Chrome rookie, I'm talking about Chrome that's in the flagship design and not like, Chrome Heritage parallels and stuff like that. Jonah Heim, as it turns out, is only... Well, he's kind of got 2, I guess. So he's got one in the Chrome Update set and one in the regular Chrome set, but they're both autographs. He's only in the autograph checklist. He's not in the base card checklist for either set. So because of that, I figured their cards are cheap right now. They're, I guess, a little less cheap now than they were, several months ago. But I picked them up sort of just in case, and I like that. I like the rookie card situation where their flagship design cards are a little tougher to find. Like most players have a rookie card in the regular set, the regular flagship set, and then the update set, and then in the Chrome set, then in the Chrome update and the update sets, they've got their rookie debut cards as well as the All-Star Game cards along with the just regular rookies. And then you've got Topps Holiday that also comes out in the flagship design. And so when this rookie card situation happens where it's only in, like, Chrome Update, for example, like Juan Soto, or in Owen Miller's case, like, only in Chrome Sapphire Update. I don't know, that's just cool. I like that. Alright, going back to the year 2000, I picked up the 2000 Topps Chrome Traded Francisco Rodriguez. Man, that is hard to see in this light. And it's kind of a nice looking card, I guess, but if you look at the... I don't know if I'll be able to get it to show on camera, but right around here on the edge there's a real bad ding. At least in person it looks real bad, and of course you want to put it on camera and you can hardly see it, but the pictures didn't show it and the seller didn't mention it. All fairness to the seller, they didn't hesitate to make things right, but I was still disappointed with the card. I'll keep my eyes peeled for another Chrome, but I also got the regular Topps Traded. And Carlos Beltran rookie card. I think this is the last one I have to show you, and it's one of my favorites. It's the 2011 Bowman Chrome Paul Goldschmidt. And again, hard to tell in this lighting, but it is the refractor. And this lighting is just awful for chrome cards. I am surprised that you can still get these for what you can get them for. This was a especially good deal. When I'm looking for a card, one of the things I'll do is search for buy it now listings on eBay and sort them by newly listed, because cards come up listed with buy it nows that are sometimes not only reasonable but sometimes really low from people who just want to sell the thing and move on. So if you look for the newly listed buy it nows that meet your criteria, whatever it is you're looking for, you can find those listings before someone else notices them and snatches them up. That's what this was. It had a buy it now for about what the regular non-refractor chromes were going for, and I think what might have helped me a little bit is it was in a GMA holder. And this is, I don't know, my third or fourth GMA deal where I bought a card in a GMA slab that, like, the card was great, exactly what I was looking for, but it's like the GMA slab made it worth less almost. And yeah, this was in a GMA slab for cheap, so I bought it, took it out of the slab, which is easy in those. You just split them open. They don't sonically weld them or glue them shut or anything. They just pop right open. So you can do it easily without worrying about damaging the card. And I got a real nice raw copy now. That white speck up there is not on the card. That's just some dust or something inside the sleeve. Well, I don't even know what else to say. I'm still sort of in shock over the Pete Rose rookie. As always, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. I'm going to go enjoy this card.